Merab Dvalishvili just dominated Sean O'Malley, and now fans are calling him the Bantamweight GOAT. But Merab disagrees. He says it's Aljamain Sterling. So who's really the greatest 135er of all time? Let's break it down. Merab Dvalishvili has emerged as a dominant force in the UFC's Bantamweight division, most recently extending his winning streak to 13 with a decisive victory over Sean O'Malley at UFC 316. This achievement has led many fans and analysts to label him the greatest bantamweight of all time GOAT, citing his relentless pace, elite grappling, and ability to outwork top-tier competition. Despite the accolades, Dvalishvili remains humble, redirecting GOAT honors to his close friend and teammate Aljamain Sterling. According to Merab, Sterling's record-setting 15 wins in the division, along with 3 successful title defenses, make him the true standard of bantamweight greatness. The conversation continues to include other legendary names like Dominic Cruz and T.J. Dillashaw, but Dvalishvili's recent dominance is pushing him further into the spotlight as a defining figure in the division's history. If you're enjoying the breakdown so far, make sure to hit that like button. It helps MMA Thread reach more fight fans like you. And let me know in the comments, who's your bantamweight GOAT, Merab, Sterling, or someone else? Aljamain Sterling, the former UFC bantamweight champion, recently revealed that he seriously contemplated a return to the 135-pound division earlier this year. Now competing as a featherweight, Sterling admitted in an interview with Home of Fight that he woke up one morning at 161 pounds and briefly thought a cut back down to bantamweight might be possible. "I did think about it," he said. "I was like, maybe I could make 135 again." However, the thought was short-lived. Sterling noted that his weight quickly rebounded to 168 pounds, and with that, the idea of dropping back down was dismissed. At 35 years old, Sterling acknowledged a physical toll that cutting to 135 takes on his body, especially after years of competition at the highest level. While he remains competitive and driven, he admitted that returning to bantamweight simply isn't realistic anymore. Still, Sterling hasn't ruled out unfinished business with current bantamweight champ Sean O'Malley. He recently voiced interest in a rematch, claiming he was only at 50% during their first encounter at UFC 292, where he lost a belt. For now, however, Sterling is focused on featherweight, where he's ranked number 9 and chasing a second world title after going 1-1 in his first 2 fights at 145. Before moving up to featherweight, Aljamain Sterling put together one of the most impressive runs in UFC bantamweight history. During his reign at 135 pounds, Sterling defeated a who's who of elite competition, including 4 former champions, Petr Yan, T.J. Dillashaw, Henry Cejudo, and Renan Barão. Note, Barão was not mentioned in the original article. If keeping strictly to the text, ignore him. One of his most iconic performances came at UFC 250 in 2020, when he submitted top contender Corey Sandhagen in just 88 seconds. In that fight, Sterling wasted no time, closing the distance within the opening seconds and expertly taking Sandhagen's back. From there, it was only a matter of time before he secured a slick rear naked choke, finishing the fight before the 90-second mark, a performance that instantly elevated him into title contention. That victory set the stage for his rivalry with Petr Yan, which saw Sterling win the bantamweight title in controversial fashion at UFC 259 due to an illegal knee. However, he silenced critics by defeating Yan decisively in their rematch at UFC 273, followed by title defenses against T.J. Dillashaw and Henry Cejudo. Throughout his bantamweight tenure, Sterling showcased a unique mix of high-level grappling, fight IQ, and toughness, qualities that have led many, including his teammate Merab Dvalishvili, to consider him the true bantamweight GOAT. His impact on the division is undeniable, and even after moving up in weight, his legacy at 135 remains firmly intact. If you want more deep dives on UFC legacies, GOAT debates, and post-fight drama, subscribe to MMA Thread and turn on notifications so you never miss a round. More fire content coming your way soon.